Welcome to the finale of Ocarina of Time. With everything we went through, from all of the temples, including the Water Temple, up until now, it's time to take on the King of Evil himself. He has lived long enough, and besides, it's been more than 16 parts since he shot me in the face with a fireball. But nonetheless, we're here, and so are the Triforce pieces. And if you suffer any damage on the way up here, or didn't heal, well, the game is generous enough to heal you. That's how easy this fight is. The only problem with this fight is the damage output. Well, then again, he's the final boss of the game. What do you expect? The Triforce parts are resonating. They're combining into one again. The two Triforce parts that I couldn't capture on that day 7 years ago. I didn't expect they would be hidden within you two. Yeah, serves you right, Ganon. And now, finally, all the Triforce parts have gathered here. These toys are too much for you. I command you to return them to me! Are you saying the Triforce are the toy? Oh crap! He's trying to put me into the Dark Vortex. God damn it! Hey wait, what do you mean you can't help me because of the waves of darkness? Seriously, you have been in every single battle, you've helped me with Bongo Bongo, you just sat there and watched he punch me in the face, and now you say that you can't help me? Bullshit! Nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, Navi will not be around for you to aim at Ganondorf. And by the way, just get the hell out of the way when he starts the battle, because he will ground pound, and it'll do a lot of damage. Speaking of which, so will that. You see that defense power-up boost? That cut it in half, because that took 3 hearts of damage. Sorry, that takes 3 hearts of damage. Meaning, everyone that's doing 3 hearts run, that would be instant death were it not for the defensive boost. And if I had not missed, I would have actually been wailing on him by now. But past me screws up a little royally there. Not a little, royally. Like so. Okay, that's 3. If you get to the limit, I'm gonna kick your ass, I swear. I'm not done yet. Come on. Come on. Okay, now you're just being a prick. Damn it! Okay, that does it. I'll get you this time. Hey, hey, hey! Camera! Stop moving with him! Damn it! Why did I shoot? I could have saved that arrow. Alright, let's try this again. Nah, man. I got you this time, bitch. Oh, by the way, every time he got hit with his own projectile, it does some damage. Not just with the sword. And... god damn it. That was idiotic of me. But, what I was about to say was, the more you do damage to Ganondorf, the more it shows on his cape. He'll constantly do the, power tennis, like right now, because he didn't do the ground pound just yet. But, he will continue to play power tennis with you until his cape starts showing signs of almost completely being torn off. Now, when his cape starts showing signs of almost being completely torn off, Ganondorf will summon a final attack where he slowly but surely gathers all the dark energy he could possibly muster, and then launch it at you in a maelstrom of fireballs. With the spin attack, you can send them all back at him, but at the same time, if you shoot him before he succeeds in finishing the attack, you get a free shot by wailing on him with the Master Sword. By the way, the Master Sword is, in my opinion, is the only way to actually hurt him. And it's the sword that'll do the most damage. I tried the hammer, I promise you, it doesn't do anything to it. Neither does the Bigoron sword. But yeah, this is basically it. This is the battle. If I don't miss, and don't fall down the hole there, I would actually win. Not bad, though. See, I told you this guy's the easiest boss in the game. I mean, I screwed up and did some mental errors, but still. He's worlds easier than Phantom Ganon. That is for damn sure. Finally! God damn. Now then, let's hop on the boots, and let's keep him from using that final attack. Right. Like I said, you can lock onto him with Navi once he's been stunned. But once he's not stunned, you can keep a lock on him. But even then, Navi will say that he doesn't have a weakness, and I forgot I could do that. So, if I knew that I would have done that, I would have took like 4.5 hearts. Seriously. But yeah, this is the battle. That's it. We're almost done here, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, we are done. And that's payback for part 16, you bastard. The great evil King Ganondorf. Beaten by this kid. Yeah, say my name, bitch. RV-Man985. And he is dead. Yeah, I killed him before he could do the final attack. Oh well. I had no intention of showing it off anyway. That's how easy this boss is. And also, the censorship of blood. Only in this version, by the way. And the 3DS. Yeah, by the way, that was also blood too. And with that, Zelda is now free. You know, word of God, Zelda actually died because she became a sage. But that's just a theory and speculation. Ganondorf. Pitiful man. Yes, he is. Without a strong, righteous mind, he couldn't control the power of the gods. And we're not done yet. As a final screw you to Zelda and Link, Ganon has cast a self-destruct system in his castle. In short, he's pulling a Samus. So with that said, we've got 3 minutes to get the hell out of this palace before we die. And if you fail to do so, that is 5 hearts automatically. Keep that in mind. So, with your health restored after the event, I might as well do something before I leave. Take that, motherfucker! Teabag! Ah, yes, that felt good. Now then, with Zelda, you cannot run ahead of her because you're gonna have to wait for her. Well, I mean, you can run ahead of her, I always do. But, you gotta at least keep Zelda close. Because if you get hit by any of the falling debris, Zelda will just stand there shocked and worried for your safety. But not moving, which will delay more time. She has to be near the gates in order for you to get out. Oh, and it's this particular area that basically, yeah, I might want to equip the Bigoron sword while I'm at it too, but it's this particular part that initiates a Kaizo trap near the end of it. And yes, it is Kaizo, because you can't use your Ocarina during the middle of the self-destruct sequence. I mean, if you could, then it would have been a lot easier, but you can't. I've tried so many times. You'll know what I'm talking about when I get there. Now, follow Zelda, because Zelda will try to run ahead of you before you run ahead of her. And it will come to one port where Zelda will be in the line of fire. Or should I say in the ring of fire? Oh, god damn it! Well, that was stupid. No! I still make it, folks. Spoiler alert. Anyway, despite my utter stupidity, Zelda will find herself caught in the ring of fire where you will end up having to fight two Stalfos. Unfortunately, it's not going to be that easy. You remember those Stalfos back in Forest Temple that was blocking the arrows? Yeah, those guys. Well, if you kill one, they'll just break into both. If you don't kill them both, one will just regenerate after a time. So yeah, it's those jackasses we gotta deal with. And a few shots of the Vigorant sword, and we should be fine. Now then, we're coming near the end of this section. So, brace yourselves, because it's going to be one hell of a ride. What do I mean by that? The rocks are going to start falling faster than what they normally do. In fact, this is where the rocks start flaming as well. So, you gotta be careful as far as for the rocks is concerned. As I said before, Zelda will stand and look shocked if you get hit. So try your best to avoid the falling debris. Because the more time Zelda isn't here lifting up these gates, the more time it takes for you to escape from this area. Oh, by the way, Kaizo Trap! You can easily avoid it, sort of, but if you weren't able to avoid that, sometimes the Redead will grab onto you and latch onto you, which is outright bullshit. But nonetheless, we've made it. We're out of Ganon's palace. And with that, Ganon can crumble with his palace. But yes, that one Kaizo part really is a trap for new players. Because yes, you will not be allowed to use your Ocarina during the final battle with Ganon. So, yeah, there's not much you can do about it. Just hope you run fast enough. That's it. Oh, and don't waste time, too. I managed to fall off. I teabagged Ganon, and I still managed to make it out before time expired. Don't try to tempt fate like I did, folks. That's just a fair warning. And with that, Ganon's once luxurious palace, his awe-inspired palace, has now turned into a pile of rubble. Yep. To the victor goes the spoils. It's over. It's finally over. RV Man, I'm sorry I couldn't help you in the battle before. Ah, I almost forgot. We can't actually have a final battle without having to deal with Ganon and Ganondorf. So yeah, actually this is the first game where we actually deal with Ganondorf. I think I've already stated that, but still. Ganon is back for more. Even though he literally is dead, but this guy is definitely insufferable. And now for the object of fear on every kid's minds who played this game. Meet the awe-inspiring menace known as Ganon. And unlike Link to the Past, well, how should I put this? He actually is smarter. He takes away your Master Sword. At least Navi's with you, right? Sorry, Navi, I can't use you as a sword. However, he can fall victim to either the Megaton Hammer or the Bigoron Sword. Your choice, get the Bigoron Sword if you have it, because the Megaton Hammer is slow as hell. And so is Ganon, actually. You can actually get around Ganon and just smack his backside. Yes, his obvious tail is his weakness. And you're gonna strike it at least 9 or 10 times. Or reduce damage, depending on what weapon you use. With the Bigoron Sword, this battle will be over in no time. Oh yeah, I'm just tempting fate right now. And unfortunately, it's too dark to see with my resolution. Even if I raise it, that's how dark this battle is. But yeah, it's supposed to be this dark. It's supposed to be menacing and awe-inspiring. But I am easily kicking his ass. That is the difference between this Ganon and the Ganon in Link to the Past. That Ganon actually is easy, but it can be harder near the end of the fight. This battle, however... Ouch, I can't believe I got hit! Oh, hell no! I would have had a perfect! This bastard took 3 hits! Oh yeah, that's the thing. If he hits you and you don't have the defense, you will take 5 hits, and that is pretty painful. Anyway, let me get my Master Sword. And Zelda, get the fire ready. I want some barbecue sauce and some pretty good charcoal. 'Cause tonight, I dine on Black Forest ham. No, you motherfucker, you are not getting away with ruining my perfect light arrow! And now... Oh, you only have a limited time in order for you to hit him. So... Oh, damn. What's the matter? Light arrow, motherfucker! What are you gonna do? Come at me, bro! I'm just gonna taunt you. Yeah, take that! Ruin my damn perfect, will you? I am going to own you! I would have had a flawless victory if it weren't for you! And then you hit me in my face one last time! Oh, but I'm not done yet, buddy! I'm not done embarrassing you! Oh, no. Ah, thanks, Zelda! I'm using my power to hold the evil king! Use your sword to deliver the final blow! And just for this battle only, your sword will augment to finally put an end to Ganon. But I'm not gonna put an end to him just yet. Oh no! Guess what you're gonna get, pal? Team Dragon! And now, for my face. The Water Temple, the Shadow Temple, and ruining my perfect! Die! Yeah, you're gonna need a lot of icy hot where you're going, pal! And that is it! We are done with The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Whew! Fantastic! Ancient creators of Hyrule. Now, open the sealed door and send the evil incarnation of darkness into the void of the evil realm. And with that, Ganon is no more. In this timeline, anyway. And thus, the Zelda continuity has started. He was blinded by the light. Literally. You. Curse you, Zelda! Curse you, sages! Curse you, RV-Man 985! Hey, why'd you have a delay for me, you bastard? Someday, when this seal is broken, that is when I will exterminate your descendants! Well, that's a very bold threat. A really bold threat, actually. As long as the Triforce of Power is in my hand. And with that said, Ganondorf is no more. Yes, we have triumphed. Now it's over, Zelda. Thank you. Yes, thank me. Thanks to you, Ganondorf has been sealed inside the evil realm. Yep, Zelda continuity, ladies and gentlemen. Thus, peace will once again reign in this world for a time. Notice she said for a time. I'm scared of that. All the tragedy that has befallen Hyrule was my doing. I was so young, I could not comprehend the consequences of trying to control the sacred realm. Wait, it wasn't your fault! The sword sealed me away for 7 years! How can anybody actually figure that out? I mean, if the sword really didn't seal me away for 7 years, well, dragging me into it was your fault, but still, we would have actually killed Ganondorf right in the air. Now it's time for me to make up for my mistakes. It wasn't your mistake. It was actually the Master Sword's fault. You must lay the Master Sword to rest and close the door of time. And with that, we will say goodbye to Zelda. However, by doing this, the road between times will close. RV-Man, give the Ocarina to me. And what? What are you gonna do? As a sage, I can return you to your original time. Aww, but I like being an adult. At least I can drink Chateau Romani. When peace returns to Hyrule, it will be time for us to say goodbye. Oh man. Now go home, RV-Man. Regain your lost time. So I have to fast forward getting hit in the face by Ganondorf again in my dreams. Home, where you're supposed to be. The way you were supposed to be. Ostracized by the Kokiri? Yeah, gee, thank you. Nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, we are done with Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. My final thoughts for this game. It is any wonder why this game is really awesome. Though I like Link to the Past better, this one definitely was one of those games that I could not put down. And also one of those games I definitely was well worth getting late fees at rental stores for. I mean, this game blew my mind. And then Majora's Mask disappointed me. It disappointed me tremendously. But, nonetheless, the music here is just beautiful. Everything was gorgeous when it first came out. This game, while it has its moments, and some temples may have aged extremely poorly, Water Temple, still, you have to admit, there were some temples that was fun. Some of the hazards that was actually avoidable, but due to my ineptitude to avoid them, I kind of landed into every last one of them. And also, there were some obvious things that kind of guided the player, and sometimes there were not obvious things. There were things that people had to look up online. Oh wait, that's right, it was the 90s. They didn't have walkthroughs on the internet back then. They only had Nintendo power. But even so, people had to figure this stuff out on their own, and that's what made this game, in a way, challenging at first. But once you knew what to do and repeatedly did it, it was easy. And Ganondorf, needless to say, Ganondorf and Ganon, while they were threatening and ominous, they certainly proved that, well, they weren't that much of a challenge. Yeah. I mean, I almost perfected Ganon, for God's sakes! Still, this is one of those games I truly love. And I had to deal with copyright third-party strikes for. But at least it's over, for now. And everything is starting to turn back to normal. Yeah, there's still maybe moblins in the Lost Woods, but at least Epona's able to go back home, and at least everybody is finally at peace, except for those two guys I didn't change back into Skulltula. No, change from being Skulltulas. Those are the only two. And with that said, everybody's gonna party! Like it's 1999. Because when this game came out, it was. Ah, yes. This was probably one of the better endings of Zelda. Everything was happy, everything's peaceful, and more importantly, equality in the races. Majora's Mask? Seriously? But nonetheless, this rendition of Saria's song, this is definitely good. And to be perfectly honest with you, I would beat this game over and over again just for this part. Everybody went through hell and damnation while Ganondorf was here. And once Ganondorf was gone, everybody was celebrating. Even the Gerudos. Oh yeah, this game right here spawned a very confusing continuity. They have a continuity of Link failing, the continuity of Link succeeding, the continuity of Link dying, and they tried to link all the games and theories together. It's this game that brought about a lot of theories as to how all the games are linked together and what time they came in and what came first. And this game right here started a lot of Zelda controversy. And debates too. But nonetheless, this is goodbye to possibly my second favorite game in the series. And also, it's goodbye to Hyrule until next time. But, just so we're clear, I don't have Majora's Mask. And before anybody suggests me play on an emulator, I kinda can't. You see, Nintendo has pretty much claimed copyright on the emulators that are Nintendo based. So, yeah, don't expect me to play an emulator with Majora's Mask. And Majora's Mask is a pretty expensive copy for both GameCube and for N64. Unless somebody's willing to donate, I'm going to play Wind Waker. And that's the end of this game. Oh, funny thing is, this game actually came with Wind Waker. Well, this version of the game anyway. And now, we sit back and we see the one scene that actually caused us a lot of controversy. It's this particular scene at the end of the game. While Zelda's looking at Ganondorf, Link just came back from dealing with the Master Sword. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, the controversy started all here. And to be honest with you, it doesn't matter who or what game came first, so long as the game is good for me. Oh, and if you kept this on long enough, you'd probably hear the Scarecrow song, but I'm not going to waste your time. This is RPMan95. Thank you for sitting through Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. And the next time we meet next week, it will be Super Mario RPG, and for Tuesday and Thursday, Kirby's Dynablade. See you guys next time. Oh, and the RPMan LP exhibition has been pushed to Sunday due to this dilemma that happened this week. See ya!